Never taken this long before.
Wow.
That's when I decided not to go in the water.
Oh, they don't have any teeth, Judy.
That'd just give you a death hickey.
Big sucker, big lips.
Big.
Lips. And when they hang by their lips, their mouth like turns wrong side out and their mouth is like a tube. So I kind of figure when they eat off the bottom, they just suck it up like a vacuum.
That's why their names are Hoover and Electrolux. I could see the ocean from up in the sky.
Did you really?
Yep. Scotty thought it was
big
a
nose.
ship.
But what a nice, pretty...
Oh, it was perfect. You could see the three mountains.
Heart attack, Bob. Heart attack. Okay, now I want you to picture something. Okay, that game is over.
So show him how to start it so he can play it by himself.
Okay, you just push this button.
And the on-off is down here.
Okay.
Oh, he's filming.
The new game starts right here.
All right.
Now you can
well, I want a chance to redeem myself here.
Okay. You can play 8-ball or you can play 9-ball. But I want you to listen. Now see. 9-ball. Okay, now listen to this guy's voice when he says 9-ball and tell me that this isn't who this is. 9-ball. 9-ball. Arm darters. Come on, play the 9-ball. Little 9-ball, Sonny. Optimal weight that we can ride.
Captain Mike's Fishing Charters. We need the skin of a monkey, which we have. We need a beagle, which we have.
Okay. All hot now. Just like everybody else, I want you to have a really good time to build my house right here. And where's our location of the house? Okay, we're going to get that. Take off.
Those are shad fishermen.
Wish I
That's
brought my
fine.
shorts.
Oh, I'm missing one? Oh, I just need a button.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, I would imagine that everybody as forward as we can get off. And,
Or do you want me to go up on the front?
no. You know, the cruelest thing that Carolyn says to me, boy, there's a lot of stuff in the water right
Sure
here.
is.
Gators.
Just little stuff though. Nothing
Yeah,
big.
so far. Sometimes when I want to look at the prop, just to make sure everything's okay, Carolyn says, do you want to go up there on the bow and just get it out of the water? Okay, are we... Hello.
Captain, I'm not feeling so good. Can I come up?
Row, damn it, row!
Ah!
We've got 2 skiers back there paying good money.
Our good luck mascot.
Come on back up here, Scotty. We don't have to go this fast.
No, I'm fine.
You're not going to get sick on me, are you?
No.
We're gonna hit that mountain if you're not careful. We're aiming right towards Mount Hood. Heading up the smoke.
Mike says you're lucky it usually doesn't move much on holiday weekends. It should be there all day.
Completely off because you just don't remember. You're grabbing on it. Oh, God, that hurts so bad.
All right, Captain, where are we?
We are in the gorge. We are probably 2 miles into the gorge. We are a half a mile north of Cape Horn, upstream of Cape Horn, in our own private place.
In the special spawning grounds.
Did you bring the bread?
Don't get that juice on me.
Poo, it leaks. Poo dinker. Okay, let's see. Stretchy string.
Now this is just the river running by us. We're not moving forward.
You are
That's right.
correct.
So you want to catch a setting over there. You see that guy's garage. You see how that tree goes right up in the peak. Just every once in a while, kind of check that and make sure we're still in the same place.
I'm sorry, just do it.
Okay, I'm gonna. This is our sacrificial towel
Yeah.
for Goopy today. Where's your bucket? It's over here. Take it.
Okay, let's see. Do we have these? Sure. Other than those pieces.
Just up the hill behind Mike's red roofed house.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see that gray kind of 3-story?
Yes.
That just really is environmentally friendly. Butt juice. Oh my God, Scott. It says butt juice on there.
Well, yeah.
But Mike's tasted it. Why would anybody taste something that says butt
I
juice?
don't know what I was thinking. They taste like peppermint. Not at all offensive. Bill says, "Yeah, I agree."
I say, y'all be quiet out there. I'm taking a nap.
Oh, nice little breeze.
Okay, this is free bail. Free
Yep.
calf.
Uh-huh.
And
You don't want to apply any pressure and just let it zip?
yeah, I'm not going to go out too far. I'm going to do pretty much like that right there. And when it hits the water, you might want to keep your thumb on it because it can bird nest on
Right.
it if you don't. And you just let it go out like this. It's going to the bottom, and now we're on the bottom because we're only on about 30, and you have to flip that. We're only in about 36 feet of water, 38 feet of water. So we're sitting on the bottom, looking dandy. And we got another one ready to go.
Yep, right there's the rest.
Okay, this one I am just going to put right behind the
I'm glad your camera doesn't have smell-o-vision because I'm dying.
You're complaining already.
Stinky,
already.
isn't it?
I'm ready for
I
some,
smell stinky.
for some weight.
Okay.
Whatever you're... Hey, you guys keep moving.
Let's see. You know, I hope it's the Asian people because they just like know what's going on, you know?
Yes, they do, don't they?
They did that day, that is for sure.
This is Drew. This is you. Oh my
God,
God.
I hated that it took so long.
Well, it's a Volkswagen. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That's the way to do it.
Okay.
Would y'all please not rush to the same side of the boat at the same time when I'm not holding on?
Not, damn, I wish we'd have got that on film. That was neat. Did you see him come up?
Yes?
Did you, Judy?
Yes?
Oh, that's good.
Okay, here he comes again, I think.
Okay, and I would crank him a little bit and try to start working him because you got to do something to wear him out. What?
He's coming
Okay.
up. Judith, get ready.
Okay.
Yeah! Woohoo!
Oh my
Did you
God.
see that?
Scotty, this is like
What are we gonna do with it?
we've died and gone to heaven.
Oh, I don't need that. I'm
Yeah,
good.
you will. By the time
Okay.
you get done, in about an hour and a half, you'll think, my God, my belly button went away.
Yeah.
Oh, this is too good. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it.
We've been here for 5 minutes.
We only got one rod in the water. Oh, shit, we've already hooked on something, a big log.
I wish it. Oh,
This is too good.
he's gonna jump again.
Oh, my God.
I wish I was taking noise complaints at the Truckee Airport. This sucks.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, Chris, that would have been yours. We had it all planned that you would get the first
Where's
fish.
the camera? Where's the camera?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Judy, you hang on now. Because if this thing jumps on the boat, it'll turn us
Yeah,
over.
Judith, you might look kind of tasty. This guy's got to be what?
Hey!
I think he's hooked good, too.
Man, butt juice works.
That guy's a sucker for butt juice.
He's coming this way
irresistible.
quick.
Yeah, but I don't think he's done. I don't think he's done.
No,
You know,
here's-
anybody bigger than you put together probably isn't done by
Nope.
this time.
Yeah, he's hooked good.
And see, we don't even, if he gets off, shit, you know there's a whole bunch more down there.
Well, he's not getting off. Come here, big guy.
Hey, Mike, pull my shirt.
Talk to him like you mean it.
Oh, he's pretty. It's a pretty fish.
What is he?
Sturgeon.
It's
He's
a big one. It's
huge.
a big one, too.
You haven't seen it?
Yes.
Did you see it?
Look like a shark.
Yeah, you're gonna be grossed out when he gets
Okay,
up here.
Scotty, look over here.
Okay, now you see how he's going to the right?
You are so lucky. 5 minutes.
He's
Oh, we're hooked up on a log. Doggone, this is
Judy
bad.
races, but she wants to go in. You know, it smells
This is
bad.
bad.
Okay, Jesus, time to go.
Yeah.
I never.
I'm afraid you better settle in for a long day.
This is so incredibly great.
Scotty, I'm telling you, you are going to be so glad you have that belt on because I'm telling you what, your belly button will be sticking out your butt.
Carolyn,
Well,
could I
you're
hand you
good.
my?
Yeah,
Carolyn,
he'll
could
come
I
this
have
way
you
and
these?
then he gets pissed.
Thanks.
He's doing more than
Okay.
just pulling his lip, too.
Hang on, I want to check this drag, Scotty.
Okay, he's gonna pull it now. He's
Yeah,
on,
that's fine right
he's
there.
on his way back
That's
down.
fine.
I'm gonna name him Carl. Carl's going back down. I've always liked that name for sturgeon.
Carl has left the area.
Carl.
Well, you know, there's no reason to have this rod sitting here with nothing to do with
Yeah,
it.
you better get that out there.
Yeah, you might
Yep.
take a look at his. He can take fish can run over there.
Carl.
He's going to go to the channel.
He seems like he's headed that way. Carl is a sucker for butt juice. Man, we weren't here for 5 minutes.
That is incredible.
You know, maybe you ought to think about being a guide. Whoa!
Oh,
Oh,
I missed it. I
jump
missed
again.
Oh, I did too. I wasn't looking, and
He's still out there pretty good.
the
isn't he?
line went slacking.
Hey, I can't trust this. I got to use this one right here. We're only going to use 2 rods because that's 40-pound test. That one right there will break this line.
Yeah, he would.
Don't you think?
You better bring him in. I've only got
I don't
76
think
minutes.
Going back down. Yeah, wait till you see this thing. Holy cow!
I thought, well, it's coming up. We might be able to unhook it. That damn movie did.
It's just too good.
Arr, he took Scotty's leg.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh my lord. Oh my lord.
5 minutes.
Now, did anybody start looking? Did you look at your watch when he started playing?
No,
with
I
it?
didn't. No, I didn't. What's it been on there? 10 minutes?
Probably.
I don't know, but my hand is permanently now a claw.
Got to bring it up to the boat.
I gotta
Gotta
have a picture of me unhooking him with my arm in his mouth. This is what the guys on TV were doing, just like this too. Big fish, turn him over, reach in.
This is so cool. Well, he's up to the boat, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
He's gonna jump up and scare us all. We're gonna scream like little
It's
girls.
gonna be like Jaws.
We quit, Carl. We quit. We're sorry. Darn it.
Come on, Carl, come up here and let us take a look at you.
Look at him pulling.
Man, and he jumped.
He is
Oh
big.
yeah.
He jumped 3 times, didn't he?
Yep.
So far.
He's
No, he
real
is
big.
blowing
He's
it out.
shaking his head. Yeah. Shake it, Carl. We have done this, Carl.
Did you wear?
I've met with Carl before, Captain.
Arr, it was a blustery night.
How I got this?
This is so cool.
Judith, you want to turn with Carl?
I'm not dancing today.
Oh my lord, this is
cannot
just,
believe it.
this
I
is just
cannot
clean
believe it.
living.
You're so good.
Listen, I guess if you hope hard enough, anything's possible.
Now he's coming again. I hope he jumps. That was so cool.
My hope is Carl has already spent $1,000 I paid him last Thursday. Okay, Carl, it'll be about 8:30 or so. If you could get to the top, line up that big green tree with the roof on it, and we'll throw it to you, buddy.
Come on, Carl. I know you're right there.
He's got to be pretty close, I think.
He's right there. He's pulling back now again.
He?
There he goes.
That's so cool.
There he goes.
That's so cool. Break the rod. Go ahead.
Carl!
I want to see you break the rod. Look at him go, babe. Look at him go.
Straighten that out for me, will you?
Pour water on his reel and start to smoke. Is he taking line?
Yeah, look at him go.
Oh,
He's
good.
big.
I love it when they take
He's
line.
big.
He is big.
Scotty, is this okay?
Yes.
Are we having fun now?
I'll be done if this is it. If this is it,
Go home now.
So proud of you.
man.
It could not have been any better.
Yeah, you really talked it up like it was going to be iffy. That was good work on your part.
Oh my God, son, it took 10 minutes almost.
No, you're about ready to reel up the anchor, weren't you?
I'm going to dock Carl 10 That was not the deal, Carl.
He's big too, boy.
Carl
Man.
says, yeah, but I'm going to need lip surgery, man. I got to have all the money I can get.
There he goes
There
again.
you go, there you go. This could be a long one.
Oh
You
man,
played with
look at
one for an
that.
hour and a half, right?
Look at that. Are you getting my reel?
Yeah, he's going out again.
He's
Isn't he?
going.
I
heading for
want
the
him to
channel.
jump again.
I'm just so glad
That
we got
was
to see him.
awesome.
There's a chance that we might not see Carl.
No, no.
Carl's going to Vancouver now. Oh my God,
Oh.
jump again.
Oh shoot! I wish
Shoot.
I wish you'd give me a little notice.
He's a good one. He's a good one.
I've got to pay
Now,
attention.
since he's up at the top, Scotty, I'd work him because when he's
Carl's not coming. Carl is headed back.
Did he go? Yeah, he's going
He's
back
still
down.
pulling.
When he's up at the top,
Reel on him.
yeah,
Look at
he's
him.
hard to do right now because
Yeah,
he
he
has an
is.
attitude.
Carolyn, only you will understand why you hear a splash and then the camera goes to perfectly smooth water. Like you say, give me some notice.
Look at him.
Yeah, isn't it great?
Carl worked out on the treadmill this morning.
I did that for an hour and a half, and he got over in the channel, and I would keep track of my light. I keep track of this right here.
Yeah.
I would crank him, and I would get it all the way across, and I'd hang on, and old Carl would take exactly the same back. I did it for an hour and a half, and finally I told Carolyn, I'm either going to break it off or I'm going to catch him, and I just laid on it, and I broke him off.
Well, you know what the best part is? Those guys over there in that boat
Yeah.
looking.
He jumped again!
Oh.
Oh!
Every time I turn around.
He's huge.
He is huge.
He is huge.
Yeah, they're golfing, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh man.
He's huge.
Well, it could be some of the
Yeah.
Yeah.
frivolity and laughter.
But you know what, UM? We're losing. Carl is kicking my ass.
Oh, Lord. Who did I tell?
Should we run a pump to get the water out where Scotty's?
Yeah, turn it on. Turn it on. In fact,
Fish well pump?
yes.
Oh man, he is not coming.
But see, he's jumped 4 times and he's used a lot of energy.
Okay, see, he's jumped 19 times now. He's really got to be getting
worn,
tired.
He's worn completely
He's
out.
not, he's still swimming. Woo!
Is he taking line?
Oh, there he goes. Carl! Come on, buddy.
I don't think it's going down.
Yeah, you're pumping out.
Yeah,
You're
but I
pumping
think
out.
I'm pumping. I think it's coming in as fast as
Yeah,
I'm
probably.
pumping out.
Why don't you sit over here, Sweet?
What do you think?
There you go. There you go. That's better. There you go. You're working him now.
Oh, come on,
Come on,
buddy.
Carl, jump.
Jump again. I'll watch
See,
this
he's
time.
coming up. He's coming up.
Yep.
He's light now. He's not right straight down. How's your bicep? No.
No, he doesn't need that belt.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Yeah, you're gaining on him now. He must have moved in 18 inches.
He's going to jump again. Come
My,
on, buddy.
my money's on Carl.
No, no, no.
Oh, that's too good. That's too good.
Isn't it great?
This is like the story of the guy who went bow hunting for deer, and he goes with his club, and there's like 10 guys, and they're all out on their deer stands, and they've all been practicing for like a year. And they put him in a tree stand, tell him to be quiet, and about 20 minutes later, here he comes walking real loud through the woods, and he said, "What the hell are you doing?" He said, "This isn't any fun." And they said, "Well, goddamn, give it a chance. You might go 2 years and never get a shot at one." He said, "No, I'm sitting there, and I ate an apple, and I threw it on the ground, and I looked around, and there's a big buck eating my apple, so I killed it." He said, "There's no challenge to this." You got him coming now.
Oh, yeah, he's getting real close.
You know, I've got expectations now. Now, buddy.
Yeah, we ought to go, right?
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
we got to go.
That might be a good idea, because I got
This
expectations
is just
now.
a 905 fish. We got another one.
Wayne.
Yeah,
Wayne will be coming through next.
And Wayne was kind of iffy, so Larry is the backup. Oh my
They're
lord.
turning.
Oh, man.
Huh?
That boat.
Are they looking?
Oh, yeah.
I'll bet I couldn't even lift this fish up to hold him to
No,
get a picture with him.
That's possible. But Scotty, I'm going to put my gloves on and get him by the tail. If you can get him up here, and so we can really see him.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to mess with him. Oh, you got him close now. You got him close. Yeah, you got him close. I have the gloves right here. Okay, and let's see now.
Come on,
if
Carl.
I get over on that side, and I'm leaning over the side now, Judy, you got to be careful.
I do.
Yeah,
Well,
because I'm going to put a lot of weight on this side of
I
the
think
boat.
Carl's seen the boat.
And that could have an effect on Carl.
Yep, there he goes.
He
Bye.
said he read the word trophy and said, ain't no fireplace fish.
Come on, buddy.
You got him now, though, Scotty. He's consistently closer to the boat than he was.
Yep, I think so.
This is just too cool.
God, he is a big one.
How big do you think he is? You see? Is he spiky?
Yeah, he's about 5 feet.
That's fine.
That's a perfect one. It'll give you a hell of a bite.
Oh, man.
But not one of the big ones that you can't move.
Yeah.
All you do is pull on their lips.
Jump.
Carl gets $1,000 and a year's supply of chapstick. Arr.
Arr.
We're going to need a bigger boat. Yeah, you got him now. He's right close. You're going to see him here in a minute.
Come on, buddy.
He's going to be real white. Especially when he's upside
He
down.
gets right up here,
There
Is he
goes.
going again?
He's going
Yep.
now.
and he must be
But
able
not
to...
as fast as he was the
No,
last
not
time.
as fast.
I think you got your drag set absolutely
Yeah.
right.
Ooh, he's shaking.
Carl's angry.
Yes, yes, he is. Come on, Carl.
Carl
This-
says,
this
"You
has to
didn't
be
tell
it
me
for
it
him."
was gonna hurt you."
Yeah, this has to be it for him. He's really,
Because you can't.
holy cow, look at him
Yeah,
go.
Carl, lighten up on the line, bud. Oh, crap.
There he goes.
Carl says, hold my calls, I'm going to bed.
I think we may be spooled here shortly. Come on, Carl.
Judy, you want to erase that part when I was going on and on about, oh, you got him now.
Man. Come on back up and jump, buddy. Something.
That is so incredible that you just put that out there.
I'm just sorry that I grabbed the
You must
rod.
have hit him on the head.
Well, you were right. I thought, damn, it's stuck on something all right.
Mike, you want to sit here?
Sure.
And that way you're ready to grab the fish?
Yeah. I'll tell you what.
I bet Carl has an earring.
I know what's
Hey,
going to
Bill, let me
happen.
see here.
He's going to get up here, and I'm going to say, I don't think I want to take a hold of that thing.
Wait, they don't have
If we're
teeth, or
okay,
do they have teeth?
no.
Then why
But
would
they're
you?
just so big.
They could suck your
They're
arm off.
just so big.
They're really ugly looking too. Kind of scary.
Is that why you wear a supporter?
The next one's going to be named Monica.
Come on. Yeah, it is.
Big lips. Hot lips.
Okay, he's coming to the top.
Yeah, come on, dude.
He might jump again. And you know that's a barbless hook. And you know that he's got a terribly little tender mouth. So you just got to keep it tight and don't give him any room.
I think Scotty's doing great.
I think he's doing absolutely perfect.
That's the hard part when he jumps. It really will take you by surprise, and
Yeah.
every time the line's gone slack.
Yeah.
Can you see very well? Judy? Sit in this chair, and then you can kind of see over Scotty's shoulder.
Cry. But I'm so tired, Uncle Mike. My little fingers are bleeding.
I think Carl has hooked the line to the back of the train.
That is only too cool. Only too cool.
Now, do you have a line that you could put me on and hang me out so I could shoot back towards the boat to get all the
Yeah,
action?
that's
we do.
snorkel.
Yeah, we do. Here, take a hold of that string right there.
Come on,
Is he
buddy.
moving on you?
No, there he goes again. Oh, he's big. He's making my nose run.
It made you cry like a girl.
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta promise me one thing. You won't ever tell anybody about this. It'll just be our secret.
Yeah.
Bill, get down. That's Judy's
Nope,
seat.
that's fine.
No, he doesn't need it.
It's time for your close-up, Bill.
You got him now. This is the 4th time you've had him.
Oh, come
Oh,
on,
do you want me
boy.
to take that belt off? Is it in the way?
I'm glad I have it. I'll tell you what.
Oh my Lord. You know, there's about 10 sets of binoculars on us right now, and people are drooling down their sleeve.
It will be when they see him on the surface. He's big.
You got him. He's real close. He's real close. He's almost
Come
right
on up,
straight
buddy.
down.
At least just let us see you real close, real close.
I'm really not sure what we're going to do with him.
I'm not either. He's big.
You write.
He's right here. He's right here.
You autograph his side. You put your name on.
Come on, buddy.
You brand him.
Oh, there's the weed on the line. Hold on, dude. Don't
Oh yeah,
go.
he's moving. He's
Don't
doing
go.
just right. He won't keep him away from the engine. Oh, he's taking some line.
Yeah, he is.
But he's not doing it nearly as fast as he was.
No, he's just doing it steady.
How come you're standing in water, Scott?
Yeah, he's pulling this corner of the boat down.
Oh, I should get up higher.
Yeah, he's getting tired.
Yeah. Okay, how long we been on? Oh God, we've been on 20 minutes. We've been 25 minutes. Okay, hang on here, a little wake.
Do you want me to roll your pant legs up, Bugs?
That's all right. Carl's pulling my pants down.
Carl left down with
Carl!
Scotty. He left down with Scotty's pants. Carl's smart man.
Sucker for butt juice, though. I've seen him do this before.
There you go. You're doing just right. Try to get him over to the right.
Come on, buddy. Just get up here one time. Let's look at you. Carl.
Okay, now I would come on around here. I'll get you out of your way.
Holy cow,
Look at him moving. Look at him moving.
That's
Okay.
not going to work, buddy.
No, he can't beat you. He's going into shallow water, which is Carl's going crazy.
Carl's gone crazy.
That
Just lay him up along the side. Okay.
you can only. What if you had 4 hooks out there and they were all had
We'd
Carl's
be in
on
a
them?
lot of trouble.
A lot of trouble.
A lot of trouble.
No, we would be dragged past that rock by now, I guess, wouldn't we?
I don't know. That tree's staying lined
Oh,
up.
you got him now. He's moving. He's tired now. See, he made a big change when we were on the other side of the
he
boat.
did, didn't he? Look at these guys up here now. They crowding us now. Now you've got friends.
Okay, he's going back. He's going back.
Come on, buddy.
Well, just reel him up. What's taking so long, Scott?
He's got me right there.
Okay, you just let me get all this stuff out of your way. I'm sorry.
Is that weed a good sign? Will that clog things up?
No, he's okay.
Oops, there he goes again.
God damn. Now, in this case, in this situation, I do wish we had that braided line.
Jump, dude. Here he comes. Here he comes.
He's coming up. Oh, there. Oh, my God.
Scotty! Oh my God! That's not 5 feet.
Holy cow.
It's a little bigger than
That's
that.
a little bigger than
What
5
are we
feet.
going to do with that?
Hey, it's your fish, man. I'm leaving.
All right, I'm ready to go back home,
Did
man.
you get that, Judy? Did you get it? Oh, my
good,
gosh!
Look at him go. Yeah, he's big.
Notice Scotty's not reeling nearly as fast as he was.
You can stay out there now.
Scotty's just holding on.
Man. He's getting tired.
He saw it.
This is it. He's done.
This is the final encore right here.
Carl's death throes right here. He doesn't want any more of me.
God, he must be hooked really good. I believe you got him in the corner of the mouth.
No, he's down there saying, I've got this asshole so hooked to the end of the rod, he's never going to let go.
He is a.
I got him hooked
You
good.
put butt juice in that boat, and they will grab me every time. Oh yeah, he is a little large.
Yeah, he came up and took one look at Scotty and said, I can take
See
him.
ya.
Yeah, I can take him.
Carl, my ass, you call me Thor.
Call me Thor, girly man. With your little.
I'm just thinking of the cool stories I'll be able to tell. What happened to you? I went fishing with my Uncle Mike one time.
He made me cry.
Please, Uncle Mike.
Man, he is big.
He's big.
That's the biggest fish I've ever caught right there. Probably by 200 pounds at least.
Oh my golly.
The Kobe I caught in Florida was 25, and
That's a
that
nice
was big.
fish.
But this thing here, this is like catching a cow.
How many cows have you caught?
Well, he's still right up on the surface. He's not way down like he was. I'd like to see him jump one more time.
Yeah, I think he will if he stays up there. He will.
Problem is,
And you got that on tape, Judy?
Yep.
That's going to be so cool.
He's going to catch me when he jumps with the pulpit way up like that. Man, the line will go slack quick. I guess if he spits that hook out when he jumps, I'd still be happy about it.
No,
I'm praying for that.
Scotty fumbling in his pocket for his fingernail clippers. Trying to keep anyone from seeing. Oh,
Just
Lord.
a little chip in the gel coat so we know you were here when you spit it.
Oh, he's coming on in now.
He's coming.
Carl's being boated. You know, we would need a bigger boat if we tried to take him home. I'm serious. You better kill him. You better kill him before you get him in the boat.
Do you have a U-Haul boat that we can
Does
rent?
anybody really want to take something like that home?
No.
No.
Not
In fact, this
boat.
is illegal. This boat, I mean, this fish is oversized.
Oh,
You can't keep it
but
over
I mean, even if you caught one that was, who would want to take it home?
Oh, and all these guys in
Really?
these boats over here, yeah,
They
they
would?
take him home.
And do what with him?
Oh, give fish to the neighbors and brag about how big their fish was. That's why we can't ever tell anyone. Anybody can go and tell fish stories, right?
Have you ever tasted sturgeon?
Yeah, I told you I had a little bit of piece of smoked.
Yeah.
That was good, but no volume.
There's just some fish that I don't need to taste.
You wouldn't eat him?
No, no.
Wrong and unfair. I'm apologizing, okay? And not
Keeping anything, really. I mean, that cobia just because I knew Luke would eat it, but... How old do you think he is that big?
How old?
50?
No.
There he goes.
No, I don't think 50. Maybe
25?
12,
Really?
20,
Yeah.
maybe.
I don't want to be on this boat when you catch a 25-year, 50-year-old.
Oh, he's big. Man. I think he's about tired. He should be coming back. He's about done.
Scare you putting a hurting on that face.
He went back to the marina and got gas.
He sat back there. He's eating lunch at the burrito right now.
He just has that line tied off on the rock down there.
Well, it couldn't have been better unless we could have just got him a little bit quicker. Never got the second line in the water.
Well, there he goes. Well, Carl! Damn you!
Carl says, all right.
Did your drag need to be tighter?
No, I don't think so. That's only 30-pound test line.
Oh.
I wish you caught him on the 40. But then you can't have everything you want. You just can't wish for things,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I think you're right. We should not even put those red ones in the
No,
water.
this is a duck. You will be a duck.
Yeah.
Judy, you're second. You're up next.
Why are you laughing, Scotto?
I'm not. You gotta catch one. You have to.
Well, let's see you catch one first.
Well, if you can see the leader, isn't that considered a catch?
Hey, I think we've caught him now that we've gotten to see him 4 times.
5.
5 times
Five
with the
times
knife,
now.
and the last one was the best, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I think so. Although the first one, he just came straight up with his mouth pointed this way. I saw him out of the corner of my eye. That was pretty cool.
He's up pretty high right now.
Yeah, he is. I'll bet he does it again.
Yeah, you pull him. You're getting some good ground now.
I'm not sure who's got who, really.
That is so nice not to have to tell you what to do. You know? See, I took Russell fishing, and Russell got one on like this, and Russell was just standing there, and the rod was like tipping in the water, and Russell says, well, what do I do now? I said, pull him in, Russell. I can't even feel, I can't move it.
I think he's gonna jump again. Come on, buddy.
He is way up tight, isn't
Yeah.
he? Up at the top.
Yeah, here he comes. Too.
Come on, Carl. Just come on over here, Carl.
Just come over here.
We just want to take a picture.
Just take a look at
We have French fries,
you. Chapstick.
and bottles of bat juice.
Did I see him swirling on the top?
Hey, that might be a good sign. Oh, I see him.
Do you see him? Is he on the top?
He's higher. He's up towards the top.
No, that wasn't what I saw.
He is up towards the top. And he's gonna jump again. Come on, buddy.
That's perfect, Scotty. That is perfect. Just keep oozing. Keep the pressure on him.
He's real shallow.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's down there telling Carl, that's perfect, Carl, that's perfect.
You got him.
Just keep the pressure on him. You've got him.
His hand looks like a claw. He can't last much longer.
Forever, Scotty waves at people like this.
It's going to be harder to pick your nose. It's going to be harder to tie your shoes.
It's gonna be harder to get excited about going out to Prosser Lake to catch some little quarter-ounce pound trout. I'll tell you what right now.
Oh, yeah. This is like your first game of pinball doing 20 million.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
3 or 4 million, they just don't get it anymore. Carl, welcome to Uncle Mike's Playhouse.
Come on, just see the fish.
Man. That's the biggest fish I ever caught. He is huge.
Man, I would love to put Ben on one of these too. He would have had a
I know,
fit.
he would have.
Scotty, I want to know your definition of caught here.
You got him now, Scotty. You got him now. I'm serious now.
We're gonna have to edit the tape, you know?
You only have that on there one time.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 20.
Oh, just tell him it's a blip in the camera that it keeps repeating. It's like a record that.
No, you're really moving him now.
Yeah, I just want to touch him.
He's coming up close.
I just want to touch him. I'll be very kind to you, Carl.
His little lungs must be.
See, we're never going to get that hook out of his mouth. Because
I'm going in if I have to.
We're not going to be able to.
No, you're right.
We're not going to be able to hold him unless he'll turn over.
I want to see Scotty's turnover thing.
Well, you have to take the pull then,
Okay, well,
Judy.
he might be. He don't.
He's got to be close.
No, I've got the camera. I'm not touching.
Right here is where he starts pulling again. Here he goes.
Judy, you want to get right
There
here?
he goes.
Is he going?
He doesn't like seeing the boats.
Sit right here. Is he going?
Yeah, not very much. He is going, but
He has just got to be getting tired.
Yeah.
he's big.
How big is he?
He's down there just waiting for us to say, oh, he's getting tired, and then he goes,
Wouldn't you say he's at least 6 feet?
at least.
At
least.
least. He's
At
as big
least.
as Scotty.
But his girth is what's so big about him. He is a fat guy. He's fat bastard. He's fat bastard.
Dirty old bastard.
Get in my belly.
Sit right here, love. You get a good view.
Look at him now.
Oh, that's son of a gun.
Yeah, he's tired.
Oh, yeah.
He's only pulling the line off now.
He's sprinting now. Scotty, was it something we said? Good.
Come on, buddy. I'd like for you to jump one more time.
Where?
Yeah.
There you go. Good. You got tired there. Okay, now you're going to have an easy time for a while, I believe, don't you? He's just expended a lot of energy.
He gets right up here. He must be able to see the boat.
I imagine.
Big old white thing on the top.
Do you know, I saw on one of my fishing shows the other day, these guys have painted fish on the bottom of their boat.
I saw
That's
it,
pretty cool.
in one of my catalogs that because of that sport fishing magazine they sent me. You buy the templates. Paint squid,
That's really cool, isn't it?
Mermaid.
whatever you want on there.
Okay, and he's really close to the top.
He's shallow again, isn't it?
Oh yeah, we hooked a big log, but it's coming to the top. You know what we could do? We could drift and fight him. Fully anchor
Uh-huh.
and drift and fight him.
We might get hooked up
He
on.
does have the current to his advantage.
Yeah.
Got that big old body sideways.
See, we could just back up to him. Run him through the woods.
Those guys out front there. They don't have anything, do they? Sure, we're quick to come in here. We don't have the coordinates right. That's the problem. He's real shallow. Come on, buddy.
Should we call Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good deal. I'll hold the phone for you.
It's in the front of my backpack.
Yeah, just tell me what the number is and I'll dial it. Thanks.
What's the number?
587.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
1949.
You're gonna have to do 530.
No, yeah, 530.
One. Wait a minute. One. Oh, I'm not getting service yet. Hold on.
Damn, I knew the service thing was going to be a problem. I thought about that when I got here.
One. Okay, 1
530
530
587
587
4119. And And when the airport guy answers the phone, tell him you have a complaint.
And you have been on now for 44 minutes. You've had him on for 44 minutes.
I can't get his in numbers, but he's gray and white.
Oh, like he's an airplane?
Yes, ma'am. Speak with press, please. Yes, would you ask her to call Scotty? Yes. Tell her that he has got a really, really big fish on. He's been fighting it for 45 minutes and he wanted to share it with her. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
She'll call on the, my phone's right in the front back couch of my, uh-oh, there goes Carl again. Carl, buddy.
Is this okay, Hootie? Are you having fun at all? Do you just hate this? You just hate this? Do you have a tooth that needs pulled? We could spend a little time with that.
And there he goes.
Come on, Carl.
Okay, I think you're getting service.
Look at him go now.
I hope that was a nice person who answered the phone. He didn't seem too impressed by my message.
He's not a fisherman. Dude, that's a really long train.
Come on, buddy.
There'll be a lot of this thing.
Yeah, if the sun was out, I'd be a sweaty mess.
I would, because I ordered this. And I make my order, at Christmas time. You have to book this kind of stuff way in advance.
How do you need some water or some peanut butter and jelly
Right now, as
sandwich?
it is, we can fill up your butt juice bottles again because even with the cool air, man.
Yeah,
Those things are clenched.
back scraping.
Well, there's going to be a lot of unnecessary footage, but the minute I turn it off, he'll
I
jump.
know, I
So
know. That's exactly the way it worked today. Okay, I'm going to start giving you instructions the way Carolyn gives me instructions to play pinball.
Okay.
Okay, Sky, pull him in. Just pull him in. Pull him all around the boat.
that's the way Jay got so mad at me. I was trying to help him ski, and I say, "Well, just do it." Like he says, "What's it?" Lean this way.
I think you've gained a lot on him. He's floating the boat.
He's coming back here. Just give up. You can't win, Carl. Same shark shoots again. Come on, buddy.
Carl's down there saying, "Au contraire, mon petit homme."
Ball. Yeah, it would be nice to get him over here and be able to see the hook in his mouth and get it out.
That would be absolutely cool.
Shake his hand.
If you can get him so tired that he will turn over, it is easy to get out because I got my pliers. It is marvelous hook. All you gotta do is take a hold of it and just go like that, and you slipped it right out of his lip.
Come on, buddy.
Good crank. Good. You did good right there.
Come on, buddy. Don't do it again. He's tightening up. There he goes.
Yeah. He sees the boat.
Yeah. Man, he is pissed.
So if I were you, Scott, I'd get away from this boat. Jump in.
You've seen that movie, John Candy, House Vacation or something, where he gets stuck behind the ski boat without skis? Buddy, come on. Now this is getting silly. You're gonna have to come over here sooner or later.
Yeah, but what else do we have to do?
I know.
I mean, this is what we want to do.
And when you finally get this over, we're gonna try to do it again.
I want to see him and touch him, feel what he feels like.
And then Scott's going to go down below and sleep the rest of the day.
And then I'm gonna get a ride back to the marina. And I'll see you guys later.
Ice down his arm.
Yeah, this is funny. We couldn't go over there where they're smaller. We had to come over here
Oh, gosh.
into Carl's neighborhood.
You just did so good. I'm kidding.
Oh, my
This is
Lord.
what he wanted so badly.
See the tug coming, Judith? That tug better not run over Carl.
Do we have to get out of the
Stay
tug's
wide.
way?
No,
way
we're
out of the
good.
channel.
That's what makes this so beautiful. We're in 38 feet of water, which is nothing, so it's easy to pull the anchor, even by myself, if the wind isn't blowing. We're not in the channel, and if we were to break loose and start drifting, we got a quarter of a mile, I mean, a half to 3/4 of a mile to get things collected, you know? So this is like the best spot on Earth. This may be the cops coming.
Right now it is. It does look like a cop, doesn't it?
So what will they want?
They can talk to Carl if they have a problem.
Yeah,
Talk to the fish,
Let me
dude.
turn you over to the guy in charge here, pal.
No, that's not the Coast Guard. See, he's got 2 antennas sticking out on the side.
It does look like he's got a radar dome on top.
Yeah.
But you're right, he's not marked. It's coming up now.
Oh, yeah, he's coming quick now. Oh, my Lord. I think he's turned over. Carl has turned
Oh, I
over.
see him.
That's a trophy. That's just like ours, without a fish.
That may be the guy that was next to you this morning.
No, he does not have a hard top. That's a hard top.
Oh, that's right.
Bottom thing.
You're right, he was friendly as get out. I didn't think we were going to get away from the dock.
We still don't have anybody right beside us, though. Isn't that cool?
Isn't that crazy? Baby, that was the luckiest turn we ever made when we came back to see what those Asians were doing.
You are exactly right.
Because, Scotty, I can come out here and do this all day long, you know, from morning till night.
Really?
But it did take me 30 minutes to usually get the first one.
Come on, buddy.
You got ice water in your veins?
No. Come on, buddy.
Well, I'm tempted to say it, but Carolyn's already said it 4 times. He's not doing it as hard as he was.
That's because he's 3 days older. He's gonna be 50 years old, Scott, till you get to touch him. Think how old that.
Carl needs to understand it's only going to get worse.
It's only going to get worse, Carl.
Okay, a little wake here.
Now I want to be on that tugboat up high so I can film Scotty from that way.
Come on, Carl. Man, he's been down longer than fight.
Do we have some music to go with this video?
There's be a good soundtrack to this.
What's that?
The pinball soundtrack, I
Yeah.
think.
Itty bitty fishes and a mommy fishy too. I forget that song. Boom diddy boom diddy boom diddy.
Oh,
Walk, 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 walk.
Come on, Carl.
You have a problem.
It's only going to get worse.
God darn. Now this is just my theory, but after he
Getting
does something
shallow
like that,
again.
after he does something like that, he's got to be tired. So he
You'd
can
think
gain-
so.
And how many times can he do it? This is probably what, about the 8th time that he's coming down?
Yeah, but that's his life. That's all he does all day.
It's shallow.
You gonna jump?
He might. I don't think he's got the balls
I don't
to jump
think he
again.
does either. I think he's got to be pooped by now.
I
How
don't.
much time left?
50 minutes?
Let's see,
5 after?
47 minutes. Scott, I did an hour and a half,
Man.
and then I just decided I'm either going to catch up or you're going to break the line. I don't think he's going to jump again, do you?
I don't think so, but I guess I wouldn't be surprised if he did. No, it seems like when he gets shallow like this.
He is shallow though, isn't he?
Yeah.
When he gets shallow is when you really make your time, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it must be when he's resting.
Yeah. That's absolutely what you're doing. So I guess how many times can Carl run away from the boat?
Yeah.
And you drag him back? Okay, so at this point, I offer I offer the rental of my electric reel.
Do you have one?
Mounts on the
Do
side.
you have one? I just saw one of those for the first time in the catalog.
Pretty neat.
Yeah.
I don't think it's really fishing though, do you?
No, I don't, but the only reason I liked it is Chris's dad's missing all the fingers on his right hand but his thumb, and that might be a good thing, because we had a problem with that. He needs a electric. I was going to try and design like a neck thing that comes down with a hook, so
Yeah.
he could do this.
Yeah.
As I got to do something before we go the next time, so that it's a little more enjoyable for him. But what Chris called to tell me this morning was that her crazy cousin Lori, who had a breast reduction and then an augmentation in liposuction, and famous pickup line at the bar is, "Hi, I'm your future ex-husband," kind of girl, who only dates guys with lots and lots of money. Although any guy with lots and lots of money talk to her for 10 minutes would realize that there's more to it than it's getting married finally. And so Chris's dad worked into the same thing this morning. But the next time we go fishing, we'd like to go out of Stewart. Maybe go out of Stewart. Not so far offshore. Wow, that's awesome.
We
Well,
are.
you're gaining on him good again.
He knows that boat's coming, and he's going to use that fluffy water to get away.
We need to get them to chase him over here.
Yeah. That's the Daisy.
Where's the guy driving? Way up top?
Way up
Yeah.
top.
The,
See, Judy, he has to be able to see over. He'll have 4 barges on there.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want one of those.
You got to be way up to be able to see out the front.
oh. Boy, look at that. Look at those stacks. Isn't that pretty?
Yeah, isn't
What a
it cool?
well-maintained hut.
Yeah, they all are very nicely maintained.
Oh, he's got to be right here.
He's got to be right there. He's got to be right there.
Don't do it again, Carl. Come on, buddy.
Okay, Carolyn's job to paint fishy scenes on the bottom of the boat.
Yeah, welcome, Carl.
Man, there he goes
No,
again.
they be girls, girls, girls.
Jeez.
What's a female fish called? A
Fi-
buck and a hen? Hens, hens, hens.
Hands.
Okay, we got to watch this wake now.
He's got to be tired. He's got to be tired. Hell, I'm tired. I've been standing in the same spot.
This is called He's Got to Be Tired, number 23.
Number 23.
You think Carl's ever been hooked before?
Now, why are you using your right arm?
Oh, hang on.
Hang on good now. Hang on
Hang on,
good.
Scotty, baby.
Hang on good.
Hang on, Carl.
I don't think you need to tell Carl that.
Okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Come on, buddy. Oh, no. This long. You got to come up here, Carl.
Now, he's coming back.
Right alongside.
I think he's coming back quicker than he has in
Yeah.
the past. Do you? I think his runs get shorter.
Not according
That's
to
kind of a
the.
new thing to say.
Yeah,
isn't it?
that's a new.
He is, I think.
Not according to the number of minutes that have gone by on
Pretty
the.
fish.
Yeah, pretty
Pretty
fish.
fish.
Hey, you know the one that kisses him? You know?
Yes.
We're going to give him a big French kiss before we let it go.
Put a
He'd
little
come
tongue
back
in it.
again, wouldn't he? Hey, them guys were fun. Come on, buddy. It's all good. Take the time. Whatever you want.
Well, the only way you're going to get him up to the boat is have him so worn out. Because he has enough strength that if he's not completely worn out, he can walk away again.
Until you get him totally worn out, what are you going to do when he does get up to the boat?
My nephew's just
Take a picture of him.
He's a stick
Let him go.
Come on. Come on, buddy. Oh man, there he goes again. He does not like the boat. He's not pulling his heart. Just talking to me.
Go and say it.
Somebody just give Scotty some encouragement.
Scott's been to the school of Mike, Uncle Mike talk.
Carl's got his bunny slippers on now. I saw him.
Your arm doesn't look as cramped as it did. Starting to get some of the feeling back in. Oh my Lord.
Carl just doesn't know he's tired. That's all it is. Just doesn't know it.
I love this. Fishing is really about bringing somebody out and making fun of their pain that they're in. A real man would have had that
The
fish.
next time you're with somebody and they say, "Oh man, a 2-pounder."
I know, I can't wait for.
Kind of lets the air out of it, doesn't it?
Hey, while you're gone, I caught 18-inch German brown, buddy. Is that right? Well, lucky you, and I think that's all I'll say. In fact, this is kind of a scary story, actually. The thing looks like a damn 22-foot-long ski boat, man. Uncle Mike put his head in his mouth just to show me.
The Thing Called Carl by Scotty Townley.
Oh, a monster of the
Man, he is too.
Does the 22 minutes mean that's all I've got left?
Yeah,
I better stop for a while, huh?
sure, till we get Carl.
Okay,
up
you've
here.
been an hour and a minute.
Man.
1 minute.
1 hour and 1 minute. 19 seconds, 20 seconds. Okay, I'm going on.
Come on, buddy. Come on.
He's right there.
Yeah,
He's right there.
come on.
He's right there.
Uh-uh. I don't even.
The things men say to make themselves feel better.
Arr, Captain, you can hear the wind squealing in the rigging too. I'm getting nervous.
That thing that I just said about I really don't think, that's really translated. That means you are getting your ass kicked so bad. So bad. You stand no chance.
You sound like one of the coaches in a ring in the corner.
Yeah. You're winning, boy. Yeah, but I can't.
Throw the right a little more.
I can't see out of both eyes.
You got him. You got him on the ropes.
From this point, you got to go with smell. So.
Yeah, here he comes.
Yeah, here he goes.
Okay, that's over. Okay, he's right there. He is right there. He's right there.
Yeah.
We've heard this
Oh,
so
you're, I think,
I think if we could just see. Come on, buddy.
just keep it coming. Don't let it go.
Carl!
Don't let it go.
No! No, Carl!
Oh, Carl, please.
talk pretty to me, Carl.
Moisten.
Carl! Not that far!
Is he going back out again? Harder and faster than ever before?
Carl got a second win.
Man.
I wish I could say I don't think he's going out as fast as he but I just can't lie like that anymore. My life has been a lie for the last hour. The first time he jumped, I knew you wouldn't get him. Oh my Lord.
You're fishing like a weak girl now. He's got you.
Oh my God. Nephew down, nephew down. Okay, I'm gonna give you another 10 minutes and then we're moving this party to the promenade deck.
I think he's coming in a lot easier.
It sure looks
Yeah,
like.
I think he's coming in a lot easier.
Are you saying that with a straight face?
Oh my Lord. So that is the natural progression of things. First you lose the feeling and then your left arm turns blue.
What we're joking about, it's not going to get any better. It's not going to get any better.
It's only gonna get worse.
only going to get worse.
Well, you know, when Carl takes a walk like he has been,
Yeah.
I don't think he's walking away as far.
No.
He's getting so he actually likes hanging around the boat.
Oh my golly, he's kind of gotten to know us.
Okay, only 6 minutes left on this tape or whatever.
There is?
I
well,
think
hang
you're
on till
moving
we
pretty
get him.
good.
Well, you keep saying he's
Well,
coming.
You got him back. You got him back up.
Gosh, there he is.
Get your picture.
Come on.
Oh,
Oh my God. Come on, Carl. Head up.
oh my God, he's beautiful. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, I'll get my pliers.
Here.
Okay.
Here they are,
Okay,
Scotty.
okay.
Mikey.
Okay, come on.
Do I need to
Okay.
get out of the way?
Nope, you stay right there. And
If you can get him up here, I'm working on him.
okay.
Come on, buddy. No.
Oh, I think I'm out of film.
Careful, there he went. He's gonna be so tired that when we do get him up here.
Yeah, how long do you think he is?
God, 6 feet easy.
Oh, you guys, you
No,
think?
he can't last now.
Okay,
This really has
But
to
I can't
finish him
move now.
Okay. Scotty,
I'm okay. I'm
That was
okay.
a good look, Scotty. That was a good look.
I think I'm out of juice.
up. You are?
Yeah.
Well-
Doing.
But we got pictures.
Oh, yeah.
Working on our salad.
Okay. What's the name of this place?
Uncle Mike's Clubhouse. And there's the president.
And he's
He's selfish with his toys.
Judy's up already?
And so's Carolyn. And now it's Uncle Mike's turn again.
Okay. We have to come look out Judith's bedroom window. Because this is what she sees. And she, we're coming.
Real peaceful, wonderful property.
Here's the house beagle. He's clean because he smelled like a fish yesterday.
This is the part that I noticed the brown sand,
Yes.
and
the brown
nobody
sand.
knows where it came from.
And it seems as though the gopher mark has been
Eradicated
eradicated.
in quadrant 4.
Yeah. Did you have fun fishing yesterday?
Yes, I did.
Okay, well that's enough. We'll see you later. Go to work. Can't keep fishing if you don't work. So this is the job we got going on, and it's a big one. We're working for the Hoffman Group, which is the boys that own the Oakland A's. This is a upper end subdivision, 113 homes or something. So this is the main street coming in. And we just started here a week. Been here a week. So you can imagine there's plenty of stumps to move with all those trees out there. We're gonna be busy for quite some time. Okay, I just got back from lunch, so I gotta figure out where I left my piece of equipment. I'm working with my little buddy Scotty. He's the owner's son. He's running the D8 Cat. And I'm running an excavator with a big brush rake on it. You can see there's a lot of trees out here to work in. We got a lot of stumps. You'd be burning stumps from here to 2023, Gramps. All right, there we go. You can see the cat way out there. I'll get back with you in a minute. Okay, I'm back from lunch. I gotta hurry. That's my buddy Scotty. He's picking the stumps out as we go along. This is a street, one of the loop streets. He's telling me to get back to work because I'm way behind. All right, this is where we're going. That's my brush rake. This is where we're going and what it looks like. And this is little Scotty, who almost always runs our dozers. Here's a big stump that I told him was gonna get the best of him, but it looks like he's gonna get it. Scotty rolled one of those a couple years ago on the job. His dad came out. His dad said, "I just don't want you boys getting hurt. I'm not worried about my equipment. Just don't get hurt." And that's all his dad said. I work for his dad. Yeah, there it goes. How's that, Gramps? behind us there, you can see where we came. That's a road, and it's just about ready for utilities to go underground. That is a big stump there. That's a D8 cat. That's pretty big. They only go 9, 10, 11, and there's a few 12s in the world. So that's about average size. Yeah, that's going to be a big hole there. That's a big hole there. I don't know if you can tell it from here.
9 minutes.
He says he got it out. That's my radio. He says he got it out in 9 minutes. Right on. All right, I got to get back to work. I got to stay ahead of him. As you can see, it's a pretty big job to stay ahead of a dozer like that. So anyway, back to work here. This is just a small loop road off the main road where I came in. We did some work for the Hoffman Group a couple years ago, and they liked us. We're an expensive excavating company, and they took our bid. We were 4th or 5th down the list, so we were pretty expensive. But they liked the way we work, and we promised we could have the utilities in and paved on the first phase here before the snowfall. So it's a really, really good work for us. I'm about 4 miles from my house, so I don't even have to commute. And Scotty and I are in heaven out here. This is our favorite kind of work. We have to do 5 10-hour days and 8 hours on Saturday to get this done. So we're getting a lot of overtime in. So I missed calling you on Father's Day because I was busy out here. So I figured I'd make you a tape, show you how I move trees and stuff. I feel bad for Uncle Mike having to clear that lot across from his house with his little tractor. We're clearing about 500,000 times the size of that, and we really got a lot of work ahead of us. So I got to go down here. Scotty's dad, Bucky, owns this company, but he bought it from Pete Parada. So we're out here working for Pete Parada, who's kind of a character, to say the least.
I'm down here right about the middle, so as soon as the heat over here, we're going to try this stuff.
That was Uncle Pete. I gotta go. He thinks he's talking to Scotty Whittier. He's talking to me. Alright, I'll catch up with you in a minute. So I'm headed back out here. We gotta go clean some ponds out so we can put all these stumps in a big pile. And if you just look around at all these trees, you can tell we got quite a collection of stumps. And the grinder will come out and grind those up for us here next week sometime. But there's a logging company that is in here ahead of us, and they're trying to stay ahead of us. But they're not doing a real good job of stay. Here's Uncle Pete now, or Buck. We're back out here on the main road, and I'm headed back down here to clear some ponds. So what's going to happen is all of those utilities, power, telephone, TV, there's some fiber optics, but they're out there, and then there's a gas line. All that needs to be moved off of there down here underground on this main road in. So I'm going down here to clear a pond, a retention pond for stormwater runoff. We're still in the initial phases of this job. Scotty's dad brought me out here last week. I'm the first guy on the job, which is something to brag about. Not that I'm bragging, but I get to be the first one on these big jobs because I'm the hardest worker here at Parada. And Scotty, he works just as hard as I do, but he's the boss's son. He's got it kind of rough. He's expected to work harder than anybody else, and he does. So he was here next. And then there's a bunch of other guys that'll end up being out here a little later on. But we have some other jobs that they have to finish up. This is a special job. We're getting paid master contract wages and getting lots of overtime. So this is where you want to be if you're a dirt worker. and I'm coming down here to clear a retention pond. I still got my brush rake on, but I also carry my digging bucket around with me because you never know when I'll need that. And to get the brush rake off, I've got what's called a quick coupler. So I just flick a switch and a clamp undoes, and I can drop that rake and pick this bucket up in about 15 seconds. Pretty high-tech gizmo. Sure beats pounding pins. That used to take us an hour and 20 minutes to change a bucket because nothing ever lines up and it's all beat up. So I'm gonna get down here and get to work on clearing this brush, and I'll show you what I got going on when I get there. Okay, I got sent to another job the other day. These are the soccer fields that Scotty and I built last year. Scotty ran the job, and then this other company got the other half of the soccer fields, and we ended up with just this little storm drain. So this is why I'm an operator and not a laborer. That's where I have to go. It's full of water though. And this is where I came from. It's a pretty deep storm drain. So I'll make sure I get a picture of the water coming in the ditch and get to see some laborers scramble. Okay, I'm ready to dig through here and let all this water go. I can't dig and operate the camera at the same time, so I don't think I'll be able to get when I dig it through. And then back here, I'm gonna have to jump back across the ditch, straddle it so I can dig through, and then these guys can get really wet. All right, I'll take you to work tomorrow too. Okay, we're waiting on these yahoos, but that's all we have to go. And then those two get really wet. That's little Jose. He's an old grouchy Mexican. Well, anyway, these soccer fields that Scotty and I built last year, I don't know how well you could see them over there. They just got hydro seeded. That's why the sprinklers are working, so they should be green here soon. But this other company was non-union, so they suck. Got the other half of the job, which didn't make Scotty happy because he wanted the rest of this job. Well, we did a really good job on these soccer fields. They got a crown in the center, and they slope off from one side to the other, and they also slope down that way. They had to be graded within 3/100ths, which is about 1/4 of an inch all over. But they've since come out and pulled weeds and stuff, so they're not as flat and smooth as they were when Scotty and I left them. So anyway, I gotta go to work tomorrow on Saturday on that other job again. We got a big off-road haul wagon to haul off all those stumps. The grinder's already set up. Maybe I'll get to show you the stump grinder. It's a heck of a machine. All right, I better get back to work and get these guys wet. Hello? It's Saturday, just after lunch. Got 3.5 hours to go for the rest of the day. Not that I care, because this is so much fun. We went to, Shelby wanted some lobster last night, so we went down to Boomtown for a buffet, all-you-can-eat lobster. And so I had 2, she had 3. I'm waiting for my haul wagon, which is this guy right here. And we're loading stumps. Oops, flamed out. We're loading stumps on this thing. Hang on, let me get turned around here and I'll explain ya. Okay, well, we're loading stumps anyway. It's hard to operate and narrate and film at the same time, so it's one thing at a time here. Anyway, all we're doing today on Saturday, which is a good day because you don't have to worry about hurrying, getting a bunch of work done. Well, I can't even grab a stump and narrate. Alright, well anyway, they go in this haul wagon and he's hauling them down for the big tub grinder. I'll explain you that here in a minute. Okay, well, we get our truck loaded. Anyway, then we come down here and we give our friendly driver John a wave goodbye. And away he goes. He's taking all those stumps down to a big pile, a really big pile of stumps. And then there'll be a stump grinder here Monday, or a tub grinder, excuse me. And if you don't know what a tub grinder is, and I'm not sure I know either, although I've seen them before, it's a big, nasty machine. We had one at the other job that we did for these gentlemen we're working for here, and it has a big grappling hook like this, kinda, and they load themselves, and it's just a big tub that spins around, and inside is something. I don't know what's in there, but it's bad. But anyway, I was way over on the other side of the job, and it's a big job like this, you know, and there's trees everywhere like this, and every once in a while, the corner of my eye, I'd see something go sailing up higher than the trees. And I thought, wonder what the heck that is. So I worked and worked and worked and worked, and all day long I kept seeing these things go shooting up higher than the trees. So at the end of the day, I thought I'd go check it out. Well, got around the corner and it was a tub grinder. And I got there just as he dropped one of these big stumps in there. And in these stumps are rocks. And I don't mean little rocks, I mean big rocks. You know, about the size of a basketball or so. And when the rocks when it grinds it loose, the rocks hit whatever's in there, and it just, I mean, taller than any of these pine trees around here, and some of them have to be 120 feet tall. It just launches them, so that's pretty cool, but I stay way away from that thing. Kind of scary. Hi, Granny. So anyway, we went and had lobster last night, and then Chris decided she was going to play blackjack, so she kept me out till 11 o'clock at night. So I got up early this morning. I had to go get a loader from another job and drive it over here. I was gonna drive over here and show you that too, but I was too sleepy. So this is Saturday. It's a good day. We don't have to worry about inspectors or loggers or the owners or the people involved with building the homes or any of the other folk that come around when you're doing something like this. It's just us Parada boys out here. We get more work done on Saturdays than we do during the week because there's just no one here to bother us. But this is John here in this haul wagon, off-road truck or haul wagon, whatever you want to call it. And he's a real nice guy. He's worked with us before. They're Teamsters. You have to be a Teamster to drive those things. And since we're a union company, we can only hire other union companies. So he came out here. They're real friendly boys. There are two of them last year, but it's been just John because he's the top of the list there wherever he's from. But on the way to lunch, he asked me if I wanted to ride. I said yeah. He let me drive the truck back down to where my Jeep was, or where my buddy Scotty was. Scotty gave me a ride back to my Jeep this morning. Pretty neat vehicle. There's a big pile of logs back here. It's way up there. I don't think you can see them, but it looked a lot like that right there. Hang on a second. Let me turn around and I'll show you. Anyway, there's a big pile of logs blocking the road, a little taller than that. And I told John that he was going to have to drive around because I was just going to climb over the logs. He said he could go anywhere I could go. So I climbed over and he followed me over the logs just to show that he could do it. So anyway, hang on a second. Let me show you one of Scotty and I's favorite jokes. Uncle Mike, you're going to love this. This is so much fun. Okay, I'm all ready. This is my favorite joke that I like to play on little Scotty. Keep in mind he's the owner of the company's son. So anyway, I'll wait till little Scotty's, standing out here talking, somebody. Or he'd come up and he'll start talking to me, you know, and he'll be pointing at something back behind me talking, and so I'll sneak up on him real careful, like when he's not paying attention. God, this is funny. But when he's not looking, and I got it right over him, I just let him have it. Oh, it's a joke. We just laugh and laugh and laugh. Till his dad caught us doing that, because Scotty was out of work for about a week and a half recovering. But it was funny at the time, boy. I'll tell you what. He was stuck underneath one of them stumps just screaming. God, it was funny. I laugh still thinking about it. Oh, gosh. Anyway, he's got a joke he plays on me. He likes to sneak up on me in the big dozer. And when I'm not looking, he backs over the top of me. You know, I don't need to go to the chiropractor anymore, because those grousers, they just kind of do great chiropractic treatment. These are grousers down there. The tracks, you call those grousers. But anyway, it sure is the easiest way to clean up a big mess. And we got all the very best equipment. Again, I'm not bragging, but Parada Excavation has the very best equipment. All of our equipment is Caterpillar, Cat equipment, and all of our backhoes are Case. And those are the only two pieces of equipment we'll buy, because they are top quality stuff. Caterpillar can't make a backhoe, but Case sure can. Here comes my haul wagon again. I love this. Here's little Scotty. He'll be talking to me. Oh, I got him good that time. All right, I gotta go. Here's my haul wagon. I better load him. Woohoo! All right, you remember how I told you that you never want anybody waiting on you when you're working? Like the other day when I was working ahead of Scotty, you know, he caught up to me. You always want somebody else waiting on you. So this morning, Scotty said he loaded 50 loads on John yesterday. So this morning I told John, I said, you hauled 50 loads yesterday? He said, yeah. I said, well, I'm gonna have to do 60 then. He said, yeah, you can do 60, but Scotty only put half of what you're putting on it. Here's our water truck. Thank you, water truck. Good. We have a lady water truck driver. You're always real glad to see her when she comes. Not because she's got blonde hair or anything like that. It's just nice to be watered down. So anyway, what I was going to tell you too, Uncle Mike, you know how you hate those gophers? You know, they're always popping up in your yard? Well, next time I come visit you, we're going to get us one of these, and we'll go looking for gophers. I love this. This is how fast you can find a gopher when you're trying to get a gopher. He could be anywhere in your yard. So we'll just get us one of these, and I figure, you know, it'll only take us an hour or two, and we can find all the gophers you got real quick. They can't hide from us any longer. Well, I bet they have a little gopher hotel down there, and we'll just go in and open the front door to Gopher Hotel. I'm trying to operate with my elbow here. See how good I am at doing that. Holding the camera and operating with my elbow. So anyway, if there's a gopher and he's trying to get away from us, you know, out there in that nice yard of yours, we'll find him. He can't hide from us. When you're using one of these things, I can't show you because I can't hold the camera and run my machine, but you can be really careful with these things. Very smooth. Be very smooth. I like to pick up the smallest things I can, but you don't want to be fooling around with something like this, because I'll tell you what, if you happen to forget where you've parked your car, boy, it's all over. There's a car up the road. I don't know if I showed you that. Scotty and I don't. I think I told you we don't tear stuff like that up because we'd have to pick it up. Well, this morning when I went by it, I had to sock it once or twice. Ow! So I flattened it. Scotty called me on the radio about an hour later. He says, hey, I think Sean found our truck. It looks like he took a turn on it. So I couldn't let Sean get in trouble. I had to fess up. I socked it a few times. I'm sorry. All right, well, we're just loading stumps today. This is the other end of the loop road that goes up and around. We've loaded all the stumps that goes all the way up and around through the forest. And then hopefully Monday the grinder will be here and we'll get started on utilities and things. But I gotta get this tape copy sent off to you so you can have something to see while Uncle Mike's there. See Carl, my big fish. Alright, well, I better get back to work cleaning and loading stumps. Love y'all. I hope you're enjoying Uncle Mike's company and listening to all of his funny stories. I wish I could mount this camera somewhere in here so I could show you how this works. I'm still operating with my elbow. You ought to see what I can do with my knees. When I'm operating with my knees, now that's another story when I got my knees working. If I can get my knees working and show you, I think I got it. Okay, well anyway, that's how you grab the stumps. And you just wait for John to come back. Or you just wait for little Scotty to come walking up. And pow! You get him! Anyway, that's my funny joke. Alright, well you've seen my my signal to John that he's loaded. You just wave goodbye. Well, when he comes back here, you can see his tracks there where he backs up to me. So he just comes and backs up, and you hear the horn. I don't like to use the horn. It's obnoxious. A lot of guys use that horn to talk to you. Stop, go, things like that. That bothers me. There's no reason to be honking at anybody. It's obnoxious, and it always makes me mad. Don't honk at Scotty. Get off your equipment and come tell me what you want. So Big John will back up in here, and when he gets where I want him, I just drop my bucket on the ground like that, and he stops. He's a really nice guy. Real nice guy. Good to see him again and work with him. Anyway, I better go. I'll see if I can't find something else cool to show you. There goes our end dump. That's Christopher. That's a big bad truck right there. He's got 550 horses. That's his baby. He takes good care of that truck. Good care. He drives us nuts because he won't come in the dirt. All right, here comes Big John again. I better go. Bye. This is the fun part of this kind of work. Later on when we start doing the utilities, then it gets kind of frustrating because you're trying to work around laborers and pipe fitters and people like that in your way, want this, want that. That's Big Man right there. His name's Sean. We call him Big Man. I don't know if you can see him here. He weighs about 500 pounds, we think. Nice guy. That's a rental machine, but we have one just like that. It's a 950G, and that's what I use for snow removal. Alright, I gotta load stumps. Never change it. Okay, we gotta go down here for more stumps. You guessed it. Those are some laborers there. This is the main road going in. And you can see just by looking at the trees on either side how much lumber come out of here. I don't even know. Just our share of this work alone to us is $3.5 million. The logging had to be equal that. The paving will probably be easily $1 million. My little machine here, my little 320 excavator, costs about $170,000. And I was talking to John about how much those trucks cost. He said he drove one that was worth $365,000. Our DH probably worth at least that. And we probably burn $1,500 in fuel a day running this stuff. But if you're not burning fuel, you're not making money. And if I forgot to tell you guys, Gramps, you can't hit these trees. As crazy as that sounds, you can't hit the trees. And you can get fined $100 a square inch for the bark you knock off. And also the people that own this property, they like, you know, they don't want a bunch of scarred up trees. That's a big no-no, hitting trees. All right, I gotta go load more stumps. That right there, Uncle Mike, is an even better gopher finding tool. I say we get one of those. We would have all the gophers in your whole yard gone in 20 minutes, I guarantee you. I found those stumps buried underneath some of that brush there. He'd missed them. He's been running the loader all the afternoon. So I called him before I could say, please come pop these stumps for me. He came around the corner. He's tired of the loader. Quit fooling around. Let's go. Oh, I hope he's not coming to pay me back for dropping that stump on him. Come on. Time to go home. Woohoo! Woohoo! It's time to go home. We get one day off. Sunday. So I don't know. I'll probably go watch the NASCAR race with my buddies Don and Corny. And I might go down there and spend the night and go to the Reno Rodeo. Anyway, this is all our stuff here. That is Parada Excavations loader. That's one of our snow removal loaders. And then we have a machine identical to that I run for snow removal, but that's a rental. This is a rental. This is a 325 excavator over here. It's just considerably heavier than this 320 that I've been running. So if you got anything real hard to get, or bigger, or rocky stuff, and then, you know, they get bigger, they get smaller too. That's my little 320 that I'm running right now. Nobody here at Parada is tied to any one piece of equipment, supposedly. Scotty and I are really about the only two that run everything. That's one of our little hoes. That's a Parada excavation hoe. Like I said, we got nothing but the best, cat and case. This is a rental dozer. We don't have any dozers this large. We have one that's smaller, and anytime we need a big dozer, we rent them because they're just such a huge investment, and you really have to have work that you use them a lot because the maintenance and payments on them are so expensive. This is probably $360,000 dozer. We could take it for a spin here. I don't know if you'll be able to tell how cool this actually is just by watching, but you'll get an idea, I think, if I can get the door open. Hold on. Okay, I managed to get the door open. Anyway, it's a pretty simple machine despite its appearance. It's very easy to operate. There's nothing to it. This one has a cab. Scotty usually is not fortunate enough to have a dozer with a cab. We usually, for some reason, because all the big dirt work we do is in the middle of the summer, he has an open cab. He got lucky this time. This control operates the blade. That's the shanks out back, so you can rip. Unlike other equipment, this one has a decelerator, not an accelerator. What you do to start it, just crack it open. This also is what turns it off. I don't know if you can hear how cool that is, but you can really break a lot of stuff. So the decelerator, you wind it up, and then you use the decelerator, hear that, to slow it down. Brake, which is very important on a dozer. And this is the steering mechanism. They've changed a lot since what any of you Gramps you might be accustomed to seeing. Forward, reverse. So let's see if we can't make her go. Okay. Let her, wind her up, give her some juice, and then there's no reason to just run it wide open. So you use your decelerator, shift it into forward, moves very slowly. I got it in first gear, as you could tell. Well, I hope you can tell. You cannot make a mistake when you're on a machine like this. You have to be very careful, know what's going on at all times. We'll go over here and move a little bit of dirt. Otherwise, I'd just like to go home. It's been a long couple days, but it's always fun. It's really not like work, at least not to me. It's really more like playing every day, only Scotty and I play pretty hard. I'm not even sure that this pile of this crappy dirt could hold this dozer back once we wind her up. Decelerate, neutral, and then reverse. As you can see, this is all it takes to steer this machine. And I don't know if you can see how sensitive this is. I don't even have to apply any pressure to it. It's set up to work. The equipment's changed a lot since what it must have been like, because a guy doesn't have to exert any extra effort to run these things. It makes it for a long day. So they've come a long way. Yikes, you can see I forgot to put my shanks down. Alright, well, let's go put this on tape and send it off to you. Okay, so say hello, Granny Gramps and Uncle Mike.
Hello, Granny Gramps, Uncle Mike. Excuse me.
What happened?
Stop.
Tell Uncle Mike what happened when you watched the video of Carl.
I throw up.
Are you telling the truth?
Yes.
How does that happen?
I don't know.
My goodness, it wasn't 5 minutes in and you were sick.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you doing?
I'm about to eat my dinner.
Oh, well, go ahead. All right, then. We'll end the tape here.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.